Greetings, ArkanTalk viewers. We are here with the one and only Mr. LB Crew. LB,
yes, sir,
thank you so much.
Thank
For the
you.
people who don't know, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, LB Crew, from El Dorado, Arkansas. Been in Little Rock the past 6 or so years. Just came back from an amazing opportunity on The Voice, season 16, top 13, Adam Levine. And so, yeah, I'm just living the life of a musician now.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. First, thank you and congratulations, because thank you for highlighting the state in a positive matter. Congratulations for all you're doing, because you just went right into it. I wanted to do the backstory and everything, but I'm going to go right into it since you did it. So, The Voice. How did you get from El Dorado to The Voice?
Well, first, let me say thank you for having me here, man. You know, just my fans and everybody that support, man, it's just good. So to be able to represent for the state in a positive way, it's just been an amazing journey. So, I mean, from El Dorado to Little Rock to The Voice, I was working at a restaurant in El Dorado, the Griffin.
Okay.
El Dorado has a project, they calling it historic downtown, a Murphy Arts District. They're building up the downtown, bringing arts and live entertainment and arts and everything else, painters and poets. And we showcased Barry Baber, who's an Arkansas native, Northern Arkansas. He was on The Voice, had a good run on The Voice. I met him as a manager there. We jammed, put on a little after party for the servers and everybody at work because they don't get a chance to see the show. And he said, man, I need to get you hooked up with my producer. Hooked up with a guy named Luke Wade. I kind of drug my feet, you know, so that's like my, when I talk to kids, I just kind of tell them, man, don't wait, you know, take advantage of every opportunity. But I drug my feet for a year, man, to God be the glory that just the opportunity was still there. And he's like, man, we got to get you a date. We got to get you somewhere. So I chose Dallas. And that was one of those leap of faith things. I basically had the option of becoming a full-time employee on a job with all of these benefits and great pay, or go to The Voice and try out. So I pack up my bags. I drive to Dallas in probably the worst thunderstorm I've seen in my life. I mean, I'm watching the lightning crack the sky. I go down to Dallas, have a wonderful audition, thinking I'm gonna go to Hollywood. About a week later, they say, hey, we changed our mind. Never mind. Go try again next time. And so I go back to the workforce, get another job, pretty good job again. And then a week after orientation, they call and say, well, hey, can you come back to Hollywood? And I told them, I didn't think y'all love me no more. And so I packed my bags and flew out to Hollywood in like October, LA, Burbank. And the rest is history, man. And I just wanted to make my stamp on the show, and I hope I did that.
Oh yeah, you definitely did. So I had so many questions that I'm gonna try to fit in. First, what was it like to hear Blake Shelton shout out Toe Suck? Because I'm from Conway. So it was a little bit of excitement to me when he shouted out Toe Suck.
Yeah, I mean, I went to school at UCA my freshman year, so I know Toe Suck days, the fraternities and everything, go do their picnics, you know what I'm saying, in the springtime. So I'm familiar with Toe Suck. To get him shot that out, it was a good thing, because Toe Suck now wants to invite me down to perform for Toe Suck Day, so that's going to be amazing. And for him to know, I think he performed there back in like 2007 or something. So, I mean, it's good that he could highlight an area of the state like that. I had to give a big shout out to my hometown. They kind of got a little antsy with me. Because on stage, I say, well, hey, I'm LB Crew and I live in Little Rock. And man, you should have seen the phone. The phone calls like, hey, you need to let them know you from El Dorado and da-da-da. I said, well, just keep the pound. I said, well, just keep watching the show. They gonna say my hometown is from El Dorado, Arkansas. On all the graphics, it say El Dorado, Arkansas. So we got that smoothed out. But to have Blake Shelton highlight that area of the town, the city, is good.
So Team Adam.
Team Adam.
What was that like?
It was great. A lot of people gave me flack, like, why'd you choose Adam? You know, why did I go with the obvious choice, John Legend? But me as an artist and as a musician, I'm always trying to grow. I grew up R&B, grew up soul ballad, grew up gospel, but I got this pop. I grew up Michael Jackson too. I grew up Stevie Wonder, and so not only did I have these R&B roots, but I had these pop roots that I kind of wanted to break into. I felt like Adam Levine, being on Adam Levine's team, I was going to be a commodity as opposed to just like an accessory. If I'd have been on John's team, I'd have been on there with a lot of people that look and sound just like me. me. So I feel like going with Adam, that energy, the icon that he is, I feel like that'll be a good fit. Kind of mold me and put me in a different comfort zone, and expand my music.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about the artists that you grew up listening to. If you were going to say you had to pick one, if you had to pick one artist or one album that you had to listen to for the rest of your life,
I could do both of them. That's gonna be Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
It's gonna be the What's Going On album.
Classic. Classic.
Marvin Gaye is my all-time favorite singer. I love his soulful voice. He mixes this spiritual consciousness with his sensual side, I guess you could say. And man, he sings with so much passion and conviction. He said he like gypsy music, and that's kind of music that's gonna make you cry. And you can hear that when you listen to all the Marvin Gaye songs, man. I'm working on a beat right now. I like to sample Marvin Gaye in my music, and so definitely big shout outs to Marvin Gaye. I'm trying to be coined the young Marvin Gaye. That's what I want to be. I'm getting older, so I got to hurry up and do that.
And we talked about it before you came in, that you are about to put out some new music. What all are you working on?
So we released Time in October of this year. Time it's a Marvin Gaye sample too, Marvin Gaye bass sample. It's a little bit different what people know me as a singer, but it's definitely up my alley as the artist that I've always been. We dropped it on Halloween. It's got a good message in the video, so be sure to look at the video, check out the message. That song is entitled Time. I'm also dropping a new single here in the next week, and that's gonna be called It's Yours. Definitely recorded that as soon as I got back from The Voice. Man, it's just encouraging people to take your time, you know, don't get stressed out, don't be anxious for anything, but whatever it is that you're trying to fulfill, whatever your dreams is, just keep pushing. We're partnering up with a few people, just trying to figure out the different agencies, and we're gonna put that with human trafficking. So we definitely want to, because human trafficking, the rate is getting a lot higher in Arkansas. So we definitely want to bring awareness to that. And so for victims, I mean, for anybody, they just need that encouragement, you know, and it's a personal testimony of mine of, you know, you get this high from The Voice and it's a good ride, but then you come home and people don't understand, you know, how lonely you get and the sacrifices that you have to make and how sometimes you're your biggest critic, you know, and so you always wonder, am I good enough? I mean, why didn't I make it? Why didn't I win? You know, you forget, you know, you got genuine fans, or you worry about the haters. I mean, it's just so much that your mind can play tricks on you. And so this song is to encourage and quiet the mind and to reinforce a person that it's yours. Your time is now, just to take advantage of that.
Awesome. So when are we going to get the full, or at least an EP?
EP should, you know what? EP should be ready by March.
Okay.
I know people have been kind of waiting. I'm about 4 or 5 songs in. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist. I'm a big critic, so I want to give people a myriad of sounds, and I want to just be able to give them the best music possible. I mean, I could release one today, you know, with about 9 songs, but I go like, is this the right song? Is this song for this right time of year? Is it right time for this song? And so some songs I'm kind of saving. I got some social injustice songs I'm waiting for the right time to bring that back out. And so, so let's say March, we'll have everything ready for you.
Good. We're waiting on it. What would you say to the young kid that's back in El Dorado that's looking up and wants to be the next LB Crew, wants to follow in your direction?
I got something specific to say to that young man. Do I look at the camera and say that?
There you go.
So for the young kid that wants to be LB Crew, I tell you to be better than me, but also next year I'm launching my own entertainment company and record label. Coming home from The Voice, I've seen and heard from so many people like that. Like, how do I make it? And man, I always wanted to sing and I want to do this. And I've ran into so much talent in high schools and even back home in my hometown. And they just don't have the outlet. They don't have those resources. They don't really just have those opportunities. Man, I thank God for the opportunity that I had. And I know other people are afraid to take those chances to get those opportunities, or they're just not in the right position for those. So, man, I'm looking for talent just like you so that I can sign, so that we can work on artist development, we can get you some good songs, we can build your social media platform. Absolutely. So I want to help those artists who were just like me growing up. They was just kind of spinning their wheels, recording in basements and washrooms, and you know, really had a talent, really had a gift for, but just not the right avenues, just not the right people. So One Crew Media Entertainment is going to be the entertainment company along with the record label who are going to try to sign these people, who are going to sign these young talents and put them in front of the right people so they can get signed. You know, big shout out to Bankroll Freddie. He's doing this thing, representing for the state as well. But you just, you know, R&B is just a tricky thing now. Soul music is a tricky thing now. You know, it's kind of trying to die down, and I want to be there to revive it and put new life into it. And although the labels are not really looking for R&B artists, that's why we start on the ground, we knock on the right doors, and if not, we just become self-sufficient on our own.
There you go. There you go. Last question.
Yeah.
We usually ask the legacy question, what we want people's legacy to be, but I feel like you've pretty much summed that up. For the people who just saw LB Crew on The Voice, what would you describe, or what would you say if the question was asked, who is LB Crew?
LB Crew is a big old onion. I gotta be honest. If you watch my tenure on The Voice, it's like each song, each episode was so different. Each song had a different, I started out with Waves, very soulful ballad, went to Charlie Puth, which is very popish. Then I go to Wade in the Water, which is a Negro spiritual. And then I go to Electric Feel, which is like this pop. So that gambit right there just lets you know that there's so much to LB to offer as an artist. Man, I love God, and my spirituality is so important to me. But also my artistry. I talk to my pastor a lot about blending those two. And I want to be a light. You know, I haven't always been a light in my life. We all make mistakes. I'm just trying to become the better version of myself, be a light. And there's a lot of layers, you know what I'm saying? And so I just want people to know that I'm genuine. If you're thinking about LB Crew, man, he's authentic, he's genuine, he's really authentically being himself. And although himself on one Sunday might be a different himself on the next Sunday. And that's not that he changed it with the wind, but because we just made up of so many different elements, man. So I just want people to know that I'm authentic, I'm sincere in my music, I'm very passionate about what I do. And at this point in life, I feel like it's a calling for me to help others. And so that's really what this opportunity has done for me, is to show me that it's not all about myself. And I reached a certain point. I think my success is going to be to get people farther than I ever went. And so I'm ready for that.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. LB Crew, thank you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. LB Crew, if you look at the blog below, you'll see his social media handles as well as his link to his top 7 songs that we have for a 7 for 7 playlist. New song releasing at the end of this week.
Yes, sir.
New song releasing, so we'll have links to that too. Reach out to him. He's always here for the state of Arkansas, and we greatly appreciate him here at ArkanTalk. See you guys next week.